Okay. Let's go see this. All right. Hello, everybody. Svetlana. Svetlana, how are you? I hope I say your name right. I hope I so do. Just want to make sure this music isn't too loud. Okay. Oh my goodness. Yay! Okay. All right. Hello, lovely Svetlana. Hello, everybody. Everybody that comes to this reading. The first thing I want to say to you guys is I am so incredibly moved. You know, I've had a year in of this channel and I already have 1,400 subscribers. I was not expecting that at all. I mean, I'm really moved. I'm kind of blown away about it all. Hello, Mars Mindset. Welcome to the reading. Yay. So I thought I would have about 500 subscribers in the first year. I thought it would take me several years. You know, I did not expect this outcome. So I'm very, very moved. I'm very grateful. It just I don't know, I guess I was told by some of the people in my life that there's no real room for shamanism in the world or right now in today's world. And I didn't believe that. I just didn't believe it. So I had to close many, many doors, probably 100% of the doors of friendships around me here. Absolutely. I had one friend in Ontario who's more of like a soulmate. But yes, and then I have this amazing community and the creator, you know, when Tara was calling me, I had no idea the creator was calling me to all of you. You know, I am so honored to know you, to read for you, just to be connected to you through tarot, through spirit, through this spirit of divination. That is incredibly, it is a big, big honor. So thank you guys so very, very much. Okay, so we're going to dive into the reading. Yeah, let's dive in. Let's dive in. Oh, thank you, Svetlana. Thank you. Always believe your insights. Yes, you are so true. You are so true. You know, as a 60 Scoop survivor, we were kind of brainwashed to hate ourselves and to know, and this is the product of genocide in Canada. And it's taken me, you know, I met my biological family when I was 19. So very powerful, very powerful. And my biological auntie is a medicine woman that has absolutely trusts her own insight, trusts the messages she gets directly from the creator. I come from a long line of shamans in my ancestry. This knowledge was almost destroyed from my ancestry because of religion. And of course, you know, I have a very close relationship with Jesus Christ, yes, but not through religion. I got to see, you know, when the Pope came to Canada, that was very, very interesting and a huge eye opener. So yeah, so it's so true, Svetlana. We all come from our own ancestry and our ancestors within us, within our own DNA. You know, we're all, I believe we are all shamanic, all of us. We all come from tribes, we all come from the earth, We are all come from spirit. Like I believe we are all shamanic. And meeting all of you, you know, you guys are incredible. You guys are incredible. You are very evolved. You're very awake. You're very conscious. 100% more than the people I've known. I'm just saying, just through your comments, through the things you say on chat, just through the connection, your vibrations are so clear, and it's lovely. It's so lovely. Hello, Free Queen! Yay, Free Queen! So glad you made it to the reading. Yeah, thank you so much. I am Micmac and East Indian. Wow, what a beautiful, beautiful combination of ancestry. Oh, that is powerful. Very powerful. I finally heard the true history of my ancestry in 2019 when I emailed a half uncle. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad. See, and that's what I mean. Like, you guys go out of your way to connect with this channel and with me, and it is so honor. Like, it is such a huge honor. Thank you so much. You know, beautiful. You know, and I believe that the work that we do here, you know, and I can't even say that we do, the work that we do with spirit, you know, and who knows where this ripples out to and how many people will hear this or however. I just feel that it's a deepening and an expanding of heaven within us, within the soul. You know, that's really what heaven is the soul, you know, so is hell, you know, too. They're both very, they're both just fundamental expressions and of human beings, fundamental states of mind, you know. So beautiful. All right, and all of that in between, and all of it in between. Okay, so I'm going to be using Animals Divine reading. This is by Lisa Hunt, the Animals Divine Tarot. They don't make this deck anymore, and I love this deck because she uses all the pantheons of the entire world. You know, it's what was his name? John Trudell. I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Thunderhearts, starring Val Kilmer. Well, that's the story of John Trudell. I have his documentary. He was a Lakota film. He was an actor, a Lakota activist. He was from the Lakota tribe, and one of his sayings, he is a brilliant mind. Robert Redford equated talking to him to talking to the Dalai Lama. Just explosive insights, very powerful, mind-breaking insights, just that break you into a whole new dimension, a whole new understanding of yourself and of the world and of everything. And he said it's the indigenous today, the indigenous of the world today, that is Christ on the cross. And I thought that was so powerful, very, very powerful. You know, and this is why I wanted to study a little bit about, it just caught my attention, the video about voodoo. You know, not that I would ever practice voodoo. And then somebody commented about, you know, it's not racist to say that voodoo can be dangerous. Well, so can Christianity. You know, voodoo people don't go around the world trying to, not that I'm aware of, maybe other people are aware of this, but I'm not aware of this, of people trying to convert people into voodoo and into the African religion. That's what Christianity did under Catholicism with the doctrine of discovery. Oh, I forgot to put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Okay, so that's a message from the Creator telling me to be quiet. No more of that. But I just wanted to say that I think that's why I'm drawn to the indigenous cultures of the world, because this is what's coming back. Even the European indigenous knowledge that was all the goddess, feminine goddess religions are all coming back. They're all resurrecting and coming back. And it just, I can't even tell you how powerful that is to me. You know, that there is a purpose for us here on the planet, you know. It's just so, and the connection here with all of you, you know. Okay. Oh, Free Queen, thank you. Nice, said Lana. You bought a new tarot deck that you were so in love with. That is awesome. Yes, absolutely. Aw, thank you. You guys are so beautiful. Yes, it's so true. And that's how I feel that the spirit is calling us back into your own ancestry, to the feminine essence. And I'm not talking about females and women. I'm talking about the feminine essence within us that has the capacity to receive from spirit. You know, beautiful. Okay, let's dive into the reading. Creator, please bless this reading. Great mystery, great spirit. Please bring the knowledge and the wisdom of the Most High for those you have called to this reading. Okay, I am going to do a 9-card spread today. Whoops, let's mess this up. Just a little in-depth, deeper spread about where everybody is, where you are, and what Spirit wants you to know. Okay, and on the bottom of the deck we have the 6 of Wands in reverse. This is supporting the entire reading, and this is what is coming in on the horizon. There's a lot of, okay, we're heading into an eclipse time too, and I've heard this is going to be a lot of touching on a lot of discord, a lot of conflict, a lot of inner conflict, outer conflict. There's going to be a lot of exposing done in the mainstream. A lot of injustices will be exposed to a lot of the whistleblowers. It's going to be a very powerful time, and we're heading into this. We're already here. You know, we're already here. Those of us that are committed to the truth, you know, are committed regardless of what the outcome is. And I believe that is who Spirit is looking for, is truly, you know, warriors of the soul, warriors for humanity, warriors for our, you know, Caroline Casey said the word kingdom, you know, kingdom consciousness. She said, drop the G and you have kingdom, meaning our animal kingdom, our plant kingdom. You know, it's not just about us, it's about all of us. So yeah, so that's where we are, is bringing justice for the planet, for like each other, like all of it. Okay, I'm just gonna have a look at the cards here. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So you're in the middle here, the 3 of Wands in reverse. So I've got the Judgment in reverse. Okay, so the 4 outside corner cards are the outcome cards, and the middle cards in the middle are the ones that I clarify. So you're right in the middle here, and you are the 3 of Wands in reverse. So you are not holding back. You are not holding back. You're not rushing in, but I'm feeling like you're like a horse, a racehorse at the starting gates. wanting to rush out. You have your destination, your goals, your mindset clear. You're very clear. You're very clear. So in the recent past, there was, you or somebody else. There was a lack of, a failure to meet the facts as they were, either in your life or in someone else's life. But somebody could not see the facts as they were. They could not meet the situation as it required. Oh, interesting. Okay. So, okay, so this not being able to meet the facts as they were, you or somebody else entered into the path of the heart. And I'm feeling like I'm seeing a falling away. I'm seeing a falling away. Things are falling off you. Things are falling away. Oh God, okay, just a minute. I will bring that in. Okay. The altar of incense. That's what I just heard. We're at the altar of incense. Whatever is going on in this reading is at the altar of incense. The altar of incense, according to the New Testament, it's basically knowing how to, when the priest would swing his scepter and bring the odor of heaven down, these ingredients that were in this scepter were specific ingredients that were gathered by the apothecary. Did you know that the word apothecary also means pharmacist? You know, so the ingredients in the scepter, in this swinging incense holder, in this burning incense holder, part of it was bark that was peeled off. Cassius bark, what was the other one? Calamine was a reed that was cut down. Cinnamon was cut down. The other one was a cassius, was a flower, or it could have been myrrh. I'm not sure if it was myrrh, but it was a flower petals. Flower petals, when their petals are crushed, the aroma of the petals is what brings the essence of the petals. The petals are indicative of innocence. So something here, you're entering into the path of the heart. I'm seeing things falling off of you because you are learning how to appreciate. I'm seeing the high priestess. You were learning how to appreciate the struggles of your life. And that's what's in the incense. Is burning this incense, and it covers you. It's not like, oh, thank you, Lord, for my puke. Like, it's nothing like that. It's like, I understand the value of my struggle. I understand the value of, and I'm feeling that who did not meet the judgments was the people around you. They couldn't see the facts as they were. They couldn't meet you where you are. They couldn't meet you where you are. They couldn't see you as you are. I'm feeling like they couldn't even esteem you as empowered. And you know, when somebody refuses to empower you, it's because they are terrified that if they empower you, you will become more powerful than they are. And a person that cannot empower you is a person that is coming from scarcity. But I'm seeing that this was kind of what you needed to go into your own heart, the path of your heart. And with that comes brand new creativity. Creativity from the authentic expression of you, the authentic you, the true you, this whatever creativity this is. I'm hearing music, I'm hearing the written word, the spoken word, however, your creativity, but it's coming directly from your heart. And you know, when you're coming from your heart, in that place of alignment, your mind is also, your mind will be, when you enter into the heart, yes, there can be a struggle too, but oftentimes when you reach that place it's been after a battle, and you're happy to bring your mind under the authority of your heart. And so that's what I'm feeling with your creativity. So when the current energy's here, somebody's seeing you as, because you are strong, you've entered into your heart, you're not backing down. Somebody is seeing you as brutal, being brutal to them because you're being authentic to you. This was, and I'm feeling that this was somebody that had authority over you. Somebody that maybe it was a parent, maybe it was a boss, maybe it was a friend that always had the upper hand or always had to be right. Somebody that always had to be right, always had to win, always had to be in the know. And you're just not playing anymore. You don't care. Go ahead and be right. Be right all you want. I don't care. It's nothing to do with me. It's no consequence to me. And they feel like you have pulled your energy away from them, like you're no longer supporting their initiative, because you're supporting your own. You are supporting your own, and by you supporting your own, it brings you into the 10 of Pentacles. Maybe some of you are coming into a financial inheritance, but I'm seeing this is ancestral inheritance. This is your birthright. You've tapped into your birthright. You're tapping into your birthright. You have connected to your birthright by connecting to your ancestry and to, like what you said earlier, Svetlana, honoring your insights, trusting yourselves. I mean, okay, well, I'm just gonna, stay on top, stay on. There's so much information coming at me, but I need to be efficient here. Okay, so, yes, okay, so this isn't over yet, because somebody is gonna try to bring your energy back. Somebody wants to try to bring your energy back. They're resisting death. They're resisting the change. They're resisting losing you. They're resisting the consequence of what that means for them. They're not willing to see what that means for them, or honoring really where you are. So I'm feeling that there's going to be a challenge with whoever's in your life that could not meet you where you are, that could not meet your circumstances or the circumstances relative to you and them. They could not meet them, and there's going to be a challenge coming up in the future about this. And I'm feeling that this is like devil energy. This is like a devil energy. Because they are coming from attachment. I don't feel like this is you. I feel this is them. They are coming from attachment, maybe attachment to you, maybe attachment to power. Maybe there was a certain power play that, it's like the powerful and the powerless. And when we're not aware of ourselves and they're not aware of themselves, we will fit together like a glove. The powerful and the powerless. It'll be like a relationship made in hell, basically, until you begin to wake up in it. And I feel like you have woken up and are beginning to empower yourself and stand up in your own authenticity. But somebody who's been in the position of powerful may be entitled, maybe they're a tyrant, maybe they're a bully, maybe they're often used to getting their own way and always being right. They're going to fight for that power. They're going to fight. And, do I need to say that? Okay. They're not going to be happy with what they win out of it. So it's, be careful what you ask for. Be careful what you ask for, especially when you're coming from a position of unconsciousness and you're trying to fight for that position of unconsciousness that may be standing on corrupt power. And they want to fight for it. So this is somebody that I'm feeling, okay, I just heard animal mind. They're coming out of an animal mind. And, we're all human animals. What sets us apart from the animal, from our kingdom, is our capacity to not only speak, but also our capacity to reason. So this person is kind of abandoning their human. They're kind of staying, oh, they're going back to old behavior, or maybe they never really left old behavior. They don't want to honor your generosity. They actually want to slow you down. They actually want to slow you down, try to cap you, stop you, slow you down. So these are outcomes. You have creativity that somebody in your life wants to slow down, stop, destroy, make you go back to your old ways, make you go back to something, but you are not abandoning the path of your heart. And I feel that very profoundly, very strongly, very conviction, the conviction of your own heart. Okay, let's do some clarification. And I will take 4 questions at the end of the reading. Okay, so if you guys have any questions, please ask them at the end of the reading. Okay? Okay, Creator, what is the Knight of Cups? What is the Knight of Cups? Power plays, hey? Power plays. Oh my goodness, the 5 of Cups just came up. Okay. Oh! Nope, I'm not taking those. Okay. What's everybody saying? Yes! Oh, Free Queen, yes! Hi, Tilsetto Malay, so good to see you. So good to see you. It's awesome. Yes. Oh, Svetlana. Waiting for 2 years, but just observed her misuse her power, and then I called judgment. Yes. 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 That is exactly it. You being awake and naming exactly as you said, misusing power, the wrong use of power. And that's good for you. Good for you, Free Queen. Yes, Svetlana, I feel this person is scared. I bet they are. Because they don't know themselves the way you do. They don't have within themselves. You're speaking from conviction within you. People can feel that. People can feel that. People know when they're being lied to, and they know when they're being told the truth. Because the truth has a substance to it. So does deception. Deception is hollow. You can see it on their face. You can feel there's no weight to this. There's no substance to it. Where with truth, you can feel the person's conviction. You can feel their innerness when they're speaking, their vulnerability. Absolutely. Okay, so 28 podcasts, please wait until the end of the reading, okay? Oh, you are true priestess. Oh, it takes one to know one, and that's what I mean. It takes one to know one, I see this as like a clan gathering. That's how I see this, as a clan gathering of clan mothers and fathers that come in here to get empowered by Spirit. Okay, Creator, more clarification for Venus, please. The Knight of Cups. Oh gosh. Okay. So the 5 of Cups, as I said, was the first card out. So you or somebody else has been in a state of grief, a state of loss. I don't feel this is you. I mean, this could be you in grieving, just grieving the loss of the connection, grieving an old way of life that you cannot honor anymore. kind of turning back, and this person's turning back to look at the cups. You know, thank you. Ram Dass taught this, and he said the fastest way to alleviate suffering is to acknowledge it. And you acknowledging your own grief, you acknowledging your grief, that helps you move on. The 8 of Cups. You know, 8 of Cups, you're walking away from 8 cups, full cups. You know how long it takes to fill a cup? It takes time, it takes commitment, it takes energy, it takes dedication, it takes all kinds of things from within your being. And the fact that you are walking away, not only are you walking away, you are covered on your body and on your feet with red. Red is the root. Red is your roots. It's your ancestry. Some people will even see this as the blood of the covenant. The blood of the covenant of you and Christ. You are the Christ. You are the Christ. Christ is the Christ also. But Christ leads you. You know, we can often fall. This is what happened to me when I, you know, made Christ my surrogate self. And for a while, yes, that's what it was, because I wasn't home. I was not here. I was like hollowed out. So Christ standing in the way of my heart until he began to guide me back to me. And I was like, what? No. I don't want to go back to me. I want it all about you. And it was like, no. That's not what this was about. If you want to maintain this house, get back here, little girl. You need to maintain this house with me. And so that was, that became very real. It was an agreement now. And so that's what I feel with you, is that you and the Christ within you, the clarity within you, the ancestry within you. You know, Christ called you from your ancestry, not to abandon it, but to fulfill it. This is a law. This is a law. You have to fulfill the law in your own ancestry the same way that Christ did in his. That inheritance is for all of us, you know? Oh, thank you. I'm so glad. I've always been scared to bring some of this on here because of the religious mind that, you know, that's blasphemy or whatever, you know. And that's what I mean about you guys. You're so there, you know. So, okay, but somebody doesn't want you to be successful. Somebody doesn't want you to be successful. Somebody does not want you strong, clear, determined, successful, connected to your will. They want you imbalanced. You know, when this card is upright, you see the 2 sphinxes on the bottom. Sphinxes are power. The Sphinx is about power. It is about sovereign, true, inside, inward, spiritual power that is sovereignly, inherently yours. That is your birthright. It is your birthright. And somebody does not want you in your birthright because they're not in their birthright. They're not in theirs. Nobody speaks from a place of sovereign authenticity but doesn't want anyone else in theirs. That doesn't happen. No. No. And if it does, you know, they're full of shit. You know. Oh, beautiful free queen. I went through the same process and I've been doing active soul retrieval in the last years. That is beautiful. I love that. That is beautiful. Sovereignty I had lost in my childhood whenever my dad beat me. Oh, geez. I'm so sorry to hear that. You know, so sorry to hear that. But I'm so glad that you are retrieving that back to you and taking your power back. Absolutely. Okay, Creator, what is the Ace of Swords? What is the Ace of Swords for the collective? What is the Ace of Swords? Why does this person feel the collective is being brutal? You know, I'm feeling like they've never met you before. You know, they've never met you, the sovereign you. You know, when I came out as a tarot and as a clairvoyant, it's like the creator hid this from my adoptive family my whole life. It was in the making. It was in the making. And when I walked away from my adoptive family, that's when this came online. That's when this called me out, and tarot began to call me out. You know, a true prophet is never known, is never accepted, seen, embraced. Am I taking these? Yes. Embraced, seen, embraced in their own land, in their own home, in their own family, within their own people. You know, and that's it. Okay. That's it. Okay, so someone said, the irony. Someone sees you brutal because you're not fighting anymore. They want the power struggle with you. They want the fight with you. They want the conflict with you. Oh, I just heard their greatest strategy over your life was to always confuse you about yourself. Confuse you about who you are. You know, who was it, Oprah, that said, you can talk me out of my mood, but you will never confuse me or talk me out of my experience. And that's what I'm feeling, is they feel you are brutal because you're not giving them. I'm seeing the creator showing me that you're like a glass mountain. There's no toeholds for them to get access to you, to begin to climb up you so they can grab your mind and begin to work on your mind and confuse you. No, you're not giving them any access to that, and that's why they see you as brutal. And you are planting a brand new garden within you, starting over, starting your life over, planting new seeds, different seeds of empowerment. And it's almost like, how dare they? How dare they? Well, maybe start on your own journey, you know. But not everybody is called, you know, not everybody is called to awaken. Oh my gosh, yes. They're seeing you as brutal, not fighting anymore because of the Six of Cups. You are healing from your trauma, from your past. Oh, what did I say about the flower petals and innocence? You know, the true fragrance of you is known when your innocence is crushed. And getting that back, calling back your spirit brings you the white flowers of your own innocence. And the little boy that's giving this to the little girl, I'm feeling that this is you. The little boy is the action part of you that is offering truth that you have learned from your past to the feminine and within humanity that has the capacity to receive it, that can hear it. As Christ said, he that has ears, let them hear. She that has eyes, let them see. You know, and I'm feeling like the Creator's bringing you to people that can hear, that can see, that is willing, that is waiting for this gift from you. And they're not even like aware of it. They're just in your life, ready to receive the truth. Back in 2006, my narcissist ex said upon leaving, that's how I handled the breakup, was cold and inhuman. Right. I am so ready. That's how I describe you to my friends about how you handle a breakup. Now get the fuck out of my car. Free queen, that is so beautiful. I love it. I love it. Yes, absolutely. Totally standing up for yourself. And when people aren't, you know, when they meet that part of you, they're like, who the hell is this? You know, I've never met you before. And you're like, that's right. And get used to it. Okay, what is the prairie dog of this? Why is this person not willing to receive or honor or hear You know, there are people that are willing to receive and honor and hear the truth and the healing that you have gained. You know, here you are, walking away from 8 cups. And there you are now, 6 of those 8 are healed. This is just symbolic too, right? So you have been doing a lot of healing, a lot of healing. Okay. So why is the 6 of Pentacles in reverse, and why does the collective's person or people not want to honor their generosity, accept their generosity, receive their generosity? I'm feeling because they don't know how. You are in a brand new place. You not only have ambition, but you have new self-esteem. You have new self-esteem. You are like the spiritual samurai. New spiritual self-esteem. You know, self-esteem, according to Caroline Myss, self-esteem is the development of spiritual instinct over the 5 senses. So that requires standing up for yourself. That requires the capacity to tell someone off if the situation calls for it. It requires for you, okay, I just heard crisis. Oftentimes the Creator will create crisis, will bring us to a crisis within our life, because crisis forces the soul to the surface. And that's what I see. You've had practice. The Creator has, funny, the Creator's been sparring with you. That's what I just heard, sparring. Developing your spiritual esteem, your soul esteem, strengthening your spiritual instinct. Knowing how to tell the lie from a truth, knowing how to see what is genuine from bullshit, knowing how to see what is sovereign and authentic from that which is counterfeit. Okay? And a lot of people don't even know. A lot of people that are not aware of themselves aren't aware that they're being counterfeit, because that's been their currency for their whole life. Yeah, plenty of practice here. Lots of sparring, hey? That's awesome. I met my old friend yesterday, and we had got such a beautiful time together. In history, I was on the other side pushing him away because I was scared, but now I am standing open. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Yes, you know, like... It's so true to not lose our connection to our heart, the path of the heart. And that's how I see the Knight of Cups, the Knight being the protector, the fighter, the path of the heart. You know, it's protecting your heart, guarding your heart, you know, guarding your capacity to love, guarding your capacity to receive love. That's huge. And that is the ground of the sovereign soul. Okay, counterfeit people, and I speak for this from experience, would take not any, but often if it felt good, I took it, not knowing that there was an ulterior motive behind it. And a lot of the people I thought were my friends taught me this, because they did have ulterior motives. You know, they weren't even aware of it. They're not even clear, but I can see it, you know, and that's really all that I really needed. I don't need their permission to see the truth. You know what I mean? And neither do you. And neither do you. Okay, so you have new self-esteem. You know, they're intimidated of the new part of you. They are very intimidated of the new part of you. They don't know how to connect to the new part of you. Oh, I'm just seeing them like grabbing things to cover themselves, like trying to cover, because they know you can see them, you can see all the bullshit areas, all the their addiction to power. Their addictions to power. You can see it on them. You can feel it on them. It speaks its own language. It has its own language. It has its own energy. It has its own substance. And you speak that substance clearly. It's an energetic language. You know, underneath a regular conversation, okay, let me say it this way. Any interaction between two people is a negotiation of their power between them. And that's the true exchange of what's going on between a conversation between you and somebody else. There's a negotiation of power. And this person knows it. They know it. At some intuitive level, even if they don't have the language to articulate it, they can feel it. And they're intimidated of you because you're not putting up with any bullshit. You have overcome a lot of your own attachments to power plays, trying to compensate for your own sense of powerlessness. You don't do that anymore. You have reined in a lot of your attachments that covered you, that covered your nakedness and your vulnerability. Now you're just vulnerable and naked. Hello, here I am, whatever. And I'm just hearing bulletproof. Oh, yes. Okay. Here's a quote by Elvis Levi. Fear attracts bullets. Courage turns back cannonballs. And that's why they're intimidated of you. That's why they cannot meet you where you are. Because of your courage. Because of your own determination to be you, to be sovereignly you, to connect to yourself, to what is authentically you. That is courage. And all the cannonballs they will throw toward you, they can't, because they're going to get it back in the face 100-fold, because you're not taking any bullshit. You've had enough, and they know it. They know it. You're no longer defensive anymore. That's why they cannot stand in your presence. That's why they cannot receive your generosity, because your generosity is authentic and it hurts them. It's like, I'm just seeing a vampire coming into the light, hissing and because that's you. True light, the light of your heart, the light of your truth, the light of your soul, your spirit, connected to the divine. Radiating out from within you. Okay. So that's why. So Creator, what is the 10 of Pentacles? What is the 10 of Pentacles? Beautiful. Oh, how beautiful. And when you're not defensive anymore, what it says to them, when you're defensive, you give the other person the power. You give the other person the power. And you're not defensive at all anymore. Yes, the familiar spirit, exactly. Well said, Free Queen, yes. It's so true. Even the Tibetan Book of the Dead talks about this. About, when we die and we go through the 6 layers of consciousness, leaving the physical body. The 5 senses, so there's actually 6, the 6 like ESP, extrasensory, that's it. Those are all the dimensions, the interfaces of how we interface with the world. And when we pass through each of these dimensions, we'll meet a loving God and a wrathful God. And the monk that whispers into the deceased person's ear after the 4th day, that's what the Tibetan Book of the Dead is all about, is about the monk guiding the deceased soul through the dimensions of themselves. Because it says in the book that the light that comes from both of these beings will be familiar. They will have a familiar spirit, and to not follow them, but to head into the luminous light, the penetrating, exposing light that we're all scared of in some way, but to trust it, to trust it. So to not go into the familiar light. That's exactly right. I'm not going back in something basic is familiar. Yes, absolutely. It's the familiar spirit of behavior, of manipulation, of all of it. That is a familiar spirit. And when you can identify that, you will never get caught up by it ever again. In fact, you'll smell it coming. You know. Okay, what is the Ten of Pentacles? Okay. Beautiful, beautiful. Yes, the Page of Cups, it is absolutely a very happy surprise. Very much so. Entering into new levels of dreams, new levels of dreaming, new levels of spirit communication, new levels of dreaming. See the fish within the cup here. The fish within the cup here. Okay, give me the language for this, creator. Fish are found in the depths, and the measure of depth that the creator will bring you down within yourself to understand your own shadow and the underworld that is supporting you, that your roots of your tree is connected into. The dimensions, the measure of depth you will go to, the creator will also bring you to the equal height. So your dreams will be powerfully fed by your experience of the underworld. New language, new dreams, new, the happy surprise of this, but also increased of sensitivity. Increased of sensitivities, absolutely. That is an inevitable consequence of you coming into you. We are all naturally psychic, all of us. I believe what is written in some of the books, that we were all telepathic at some point, you know, or have that capacity to be telepathic. Energetically, it's true. Thank you, creator. Because the spirit of communication, 85% of communication is unspoken. So 15% of communication is blah, 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 talking and speaking and interacting and the whole conversation. But 85% is a communication that is energetic, that is psychic. It is energetic, it's unspoken. Okay? Thank you. Okay. So the Ten of Pentacles, your inheritance, psychic strength, clarity, clear sight, clairvoyance, clear sight, clear, very clear. Okay. Ha ha ha! Beautiful, beautiful. Okay. Oh my gosh, do I gotta speak on that? Okay. Okay, so you are heading into healing. You will have your healing. This is healing. This is Aquarius energy. This is healing. Aquarius is the group mind, but this is like the group mind within you, your archetypes within you that you have employed to serve you, to carry you through situations. Absolutely. I'm feeling balance in the proportional ways that you need. You know, pure balance, perfect balance means there's immobility, means you don't move. It's like that story I told in one of the readings of the woman whose younger brother, she was about 60 years old when she told the story. it was all about her son passing away, and that's why she went on this ayahuasca experience, was to deal with her own grief about her son. He was already like, you know, like a grown man, but still, he's still her son. And another woman had told her to do ayahuasca, and so she went and did ayahuasca, and her younger brother, who had passed away the year before, came into the experience. And so she went searching for him, and she found him in the universe. He was an orb, and his face was in two halves. One part of his face was like a child, very innocent, very pure, very peaceful. The other side of his face was all twisted up and gnarled and angry and sneering and blah. And so she saw him and she said, "Oh my gosh, I found you." And she, you know, she was trying to get through to him, but his angry side was all leering and suspicious of her and didn't believe her. She saw that both halves of his face were pushing against each other with equal force because they were exactly equal. And if one side had been stronger than the other, that side would have been able to move. Or if the peaceful side was stronger than the angry side, the peaceful side wouldn't have been able to move. But they were both equal. On the earth, he was an Aikido master. And on the earth, having that kind of balance served his earthly life well, but it did not serve his spiritual life. And so she said, "Okay, don't you remember me? And obviously I was your like older sister. We went tobogganing together. I taught you how to tie your shoes. You remember when you went tumbling down the hill?" And pretty soon the angry part of his face began to soften, because he was remembering, and he's like, "Oh my God, she really is my older sister." And a tear came out of his eye. And so she knew at that moment, okay, I have contact. There is a connection here, and she could feel the connection. And she told him, "Give me all of the parts of yourself that you did not work through while you were on the earth, and I will work through that part of you in my life and the years I have left on the planet." And he did. And that gave him the imbalance that was necessary for the peaceful part of him to now go where it needed to go. Can you hear that? So that's what I'm feeling here, is that the balance, you have a balance here that is indirectly proportionate, but necessary for your movement. So it's like the holy healing part, and when I say holy, I mean whole, wholesome, holy. That's what holy is. That's what it truly means, is having a whole. You are whole again. You are whole. Holy is holy. Wholeness is holy. Okay, so that's what I'm feeling. And whatever parts of yourself have not been healed, the stronger part of yourself, the healed part of yourself is, and that's where you will have all the movement. You can lead your unhealed self, you know. Okay, so with the Queen of Cups energy, okay, Creator, you're gonna have to help me with this one. The Queen of Cups energy is about honoring what was martyred within you. You know, a lot of people don't understand this, but one of the reasons why I resonate with Jesus Christ so much is because the Western world, and mostly almost all of the world, does not embrace his own ancestry, doesn't embrace his past, doesn't embrace his entire life. He was a Jew. He was brought up through Judaism. What is the root of Judaism? It's Sumerianism. And the First Nations was not allowed to acknowledge our own authentic history either. And I didn't get this until I read the book The Zealot, and I was blown away. It made me sob, because I thought the same racism that I experienced, Christ experienced. Like, even in the book The Zealot, he said that Christ didn't exist. It was all a fabrication of stuff. Like, no, I've experienced the manifestation of Christ within myself. Christ is very real, very real. And that's what really made me understand, like, like, oh my gosh, like, so the martyr, honoring the part of you that was martyred, the part of you, because that's the part of you that rises up. When the carnal part of you is, how do I say this? The unmartyred parts of ourselves are still in process. They're still in process. But the martyred part of yourself has died and resurrected. That is where your power is. That is where the connection to the patterns of your life don't have a hold over you. That's the stronger part of you. Okay, a lot of people that come to Christianity because it's a place to belong. It's a place of power, but they don't even, a lot of people that I have never ever heard Christians speak about how they were martyred, because Christ truly calls to himself the martyrs. So there comes a time in our relationship to Christ when he, she, they, whatever you want to call Christ, will not demand, but will invite you, call you into your tomb, because the tomb is the womb. They're both the same place. The tomb is the womb. So what part of yourself was martyred? And honoring this. It's like a clear divide. It's a clear divide. The other part of this energy, there's a two-pronged meaning to this card. Part of it is honoring the martyr within you, but also you have come out from under the authority of somebody in your life. I'm seeing this as like a parent, a mother energy that was very, very manipulative, very insecure, very codependent upon you. And that's what I mean. Like, there's been parts of you that you have let go of, because the martyr, all he's saying is the martyred part of you is what is coming back. Sovereign, clear, true, powerful. And that's why these people don't understand you. That's why they don't even recognize you. That's why they don't even recognize you. You know what I'm saying? They're like, what freaking language are you even speaking? Like all this psychoanal babble, but they're not, they're still on a lower dimension, trying to hear the communication from a higher dimension. Like and they can't, because that truth will hurt them. That truth it'll hurt them because they've never developed a space in themselves to receive it. So it'll only do violence. Thank you. It'll only do violence. Thank you so much. Okay. Okay, what's everybody saying? They're hating my spirituality. Yes! Oh, Amelia Claire. Is that like an ego death? Yes, absolutely. Because our ego, healthy narcissism, we're all individuals, so we have to have a healthy measure of narcissism. But when we're grown up within a very narcissistic, here in the West is a very narcissistic culture, very narcissistic, cut off from each other. Yes, and that is like ego death. It is, but you need the ego too. So the ego will, trust your ego. And that's when your ego goes through its own transformation. It's like we bring all the parts of ourselves under the authority of truth, including the ego. Like yes, absolutely. Radical acceptance is key. Yes. Oh, free queen, spoken from a true sage. Yes. Absolutely. I wondered, I've wounded masculine in me, but to come in Libra happening, I need to let the right side of brain come to the fourth side. Yes, and that will happen. That will come when you're ready. I've heard people say, like, just get over your wounds and rebirth. Like, I'm like, whoa. What do you when a pregnant female, does she just start pushing to have her baby? Like, no. There comes a point when that part of you will be ready. That part of you is ready to die and be reborn, just like a child will be ready to be birthed into the world. No matter how much that mother pushes and whatever, unless her pregnancy has to be induced, when that of course happens also. But oftentimes it's an unlocking within the body, and that will happen. That will happen when you're ready. See, the Creator builds us up. He builds us up. He, she, they build us up to strengthen us and prepare us for the next step. The next step. It's always just the next step. I'm always looking way down the road, and the Creator's like, get back here to this moment. This is all that's real, girl. This is all that's real. Tomorrow doesn't exist. 10 minutes from now doesn't even exist. I could die right now. What happened to the 10-minute away I planned on? You know what I'm saying? So it's always, like the Buddha said, the greatest tragedy is the belief that there's always more time, when this moment is all we have. So exactly, you are beautiful, beautiful. Your body, your soul, your spirit will, it'll let you know when it's time. You will know. You'll go through your own Jello anointing. And when the Jello sets, it will be solid, and you will know. You will have your answers solid. Okay, forgiveness is not necessary when you are not ready. And even then, that step is for you. Yes! To stop the mental and emotional broken record. Yes! Oh, free queen. Beautiful, beautiful. That is beautifully said. That is exactly right. Exactly right. It's not about the other person. It's so that you have the right to find peace. It's a kindness, an act of kindness on your own behalf. Because unforgiveness is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. I'm only getting poisoned by my own chemistry of stress hormones that keep circulating through my body, because I keep going over and over and over the shit, and finally finding a place. But that will come. It's like what did I just say? Going over the chemistry. My auntie is a medicine woman, and she pointed this out beautifully, and she said, my girl, she said, the Creator never calls us in to heal everything. She said, even though when we've healed some of the greatest traumas in our life, we are always required to have a measure of trauma within us, which is also a form of bacteria. She said, there is good bacteria in the body that you need to stay alive. You need to stay alive. So there will always be a measure of something within us that is not perfected relative to what we think perfect is. Because these bacterias, psychic free radicals, whatever they are also helping us get to the next step, helping us move to the next step. Like, it was brilliant. It was like, Auntie, you are so brilliant. Okay, can we please have an Egyptian Gods Oracle card to tie off this reading? So what I'm seeing coming in on the horizon here is somebody that is resistant to your change. And I'm feeling that this is more sparring. This is more sparring that the Creator spoke of earlier. When the Creator would spar with you, with me, with all of us, there it is, to strengthen our spiritual muscles, to strengthen our spiritual instinct. Oh my gosh, I have never pulled this card. Genesis, beautiful. Number 24, 124 broken down, it becomes a 6, which is beautiful balance. Beautiful balance. Okay, 24. Genesis. She is the great protectress of pregnant women and children, who is the vigilant even in her sleep. Goddess depicted with the features of a pregnant hippo with human breasts, standing on two legs and with the crocodile's tail on her back. She is considered the mother of the sun and collaborates in his daily rebirth, as well as helping the deceased to be reborn to a new life. The tomb is the womb. Yes, oh my gosh. She symbolizes everything that leads to the generation of things and their appearance. You could start some new projects or have news on the way. The birth of something new, the arrival of a new life, or the beginning of a relationship in your life, both in the beginning phase and in the sense of a bond that is welded, such as a marriage. So there will be a rebirth in your life, and that's what I'm feeling with the martyr card, being called into the tomb to be seen what is martyred, because it is about to be reborn, sovereign, connected to the divine. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, does anybody have any questions? Yeah, she was brilliant, Auntie. Oh, she's just brilliant. Very precious. Very precious. Giving me the chills. Aww. You're so beautiful. It's so true. We don't realize how the shadow serves us until we experientially understand it. And then we're like, oh my God, you know. All right. Anybody have any questions? And if not, we'll just close off the reading. Okay, 28 podcast had a good question. Let's go back to 28 podcast. What is the difference between an ancestral spirit and the angels? Oh, beautiful. The difference between ancestral spirit and the angels. Well, I kind of see them as one and the same. But let's ask the spirit. Let's ask the spirit. What I feel is calling is this one. One and the same, ancestral spirit and angels. Okay. Powerful, powerful, powerful. I had been doing a reading earlier, a series called The Light in the Dark, and I brought out the deck, the Goetia deck. I've been training in areas of understanding the different polarities within us. Demons are within us. They're within the human psyche. That's why when they say, when you activate certain, you know, if a person wants to go into like conjuring a demon, I don't freaking know why you would ever want to do that. They said, make sure you've got the angelic part of you very known and activated, because the demonic part of you will take over your mouth, will take over your language. If you're not sovereign and you don't know who the hell you are, that part of your own consciousness will take over you. These are all, I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Split. Brilliant movie, where he was about a man that was suffering from schizophrenia, and all the different personalities within him were fighting for the light. Light is consciousness. That's consciousness. So angels and demons are both within us. Our ancestors, it's such a mystery. There is no definitive, hard-cut answer, because it's always a mystery. You know, Caroline W. Casey said, people that are younger than you that have died, consider them an ancestor. Consider them your ancestor. It just blew my mind. It just, you know, it just goes to show the mysteriousness of where we are. And there are no definitive answers because everything is always in flux. It's always in a state of change and in flux. I hope that answers your question. Podcast 28, I hope that answers your question. You're welcome, 28. I hope you're still here to see Joe's answer. They are, I think, because angels have sacrificed something from them to lead us further. Yes, angels, okay. I heard a pastor speak on this, and this was brilliant. It was brilliant. He said, because angels are there to create the glory of God. That's what they do. So when in the Ark of the Covenant, the two cherubim, the cherubim that face each other, this pastor had stated the praise and worship that's behind the podium, then the congregation that's in front of the podium. These are like the cherubim that face each other. The praise and worship team sing to the congregation sing back. Both are like the cherubim creating the anointing, because that's it. The anointing of God doesn't just fall on you. You have to create it. You have to create it within yourself through your own incense. The swinging of the incense. Remember what I said at the beginning, where you're at the altar of incense, burning the incense of your life, understanding the value of your hardships, understanding the requirement of them. To whom much is given, much is required. You will be taken down to the depths, and you will be elevated up into the heights. And the universe, the higher spirit, the divine requires that we're on board with this. We're not puppets. That's it. That's it. Back in the day, I used more curse words when I was speaking on something that I hadn't fully edited. Yes. Okay, so the praise and worship team singing to the congregation. So both create the glory of God, which then falls upon the speaker that is right in the middle. That's why the cherubim over the Ark of the Covenant face each other to create the anointing of God that is housed within the Ark of the Covenant. This is all symbolic. This is all archetypal. Okay, so exactly as you said, angels within us, the angelic divine within us will protect you from yourself. Will say things to you as a child, even like, don't do that. They'll warn you not to do something before you do it. Like, for example, this is just from my own experience. I've seen people go through horrific karma that I find horrific to me. Maybe they don't find it horrific at all, but I find it horrific. And it was because they put into motion actions that I feel, I sense, and I feel in my being that they were warned not to. They were warned not to. Once you put a karmic wheel into motion, not even God can stop it. Not even God can stop it. Miracles can happen for you individually. It's not going to stop the karmic wheel at work out there in the world. It may pull you out of it, but it's not going to stop a karmic wheel. A karmic wheel is like catching a cold. You have to let it run its course. And we're all born into karmic wheels. Great, big, huge karmic wheels that were put into motion thousands of years before you and I were ever born. The fact that we're pulled out of these karmic wheels, that's a miracle. That's a miracle. In the first part of my life, I always called those whispers fuck it moment. Because I always answer with, fuck it, let's see what happens. Before I spoke up sooner. Oh, I wish I knew this. You're knowing it in the right time that you're meant to. Absolutely. You didn't waste any time. You did not make any mistakes. Whatever has happened was happened by contract. Okay? It's happened to bring you into this moment now. Everything that we do is under contract, that is written to happen. The truth is what is. Falsehood is what seems to be. Oh, it seems to be that I should be somewhere else. It seems to be that I should have been somewhere else, or should be, the spirit of confusion, The truth is what is. The truth is what is. If there is still time, I'd like to ask if I should continue with my career in palliative hospice care. Okay, let's see. Let's see. I'm going to bring up the dragon cards for Nan's Nook. Shall Nan's Nook creator, divine, great mystery, continue with their career in palliative hospice care? Page of Coins in reverse. Okay, just a minute here. Okay. What I'm feeling is that there is work in, okay, so the Page of Coins in reverse. There is no new ambition yet. No new ambition yet. I'm feeling like there is something waiting for you still in palliative care. It's waiting for you, not for somebody else. It's waiting for you. There's a gift waiting there for you. The Six of Swords has come up. And the Six of Swords, that's confirmation. Thank you. The Six of Swords is like the Greek pantheon when Hercules would leave the land of the dead and go into the land of the living. Very interesting that this is that connected to palliative also too. Because the way out of the land of the dead is to speak the truth. And I don't feel like this has to do with palliative care. This has to do with the gift for you within serving others that are in the process of death. That is such a holy process. It is such a holy process. I mean, you would know better than any of us here, than me, of course. I can't speak for like any of us. I can only speak for me. And judgment. So I feel like there is something in palliative care that is going to help you release yourself from an area that no longer serves you. And then you will have your answer. You will have a judgment. You will be able to meet the facts, meet your own self where you need to be met. So I'm feeling like you're almost at the end of a contract. I'm feeling like you're almost at the end of a contract, but you're not there yet. That there is something still in palliative care that is going to help you release you from something within yourself. And then you will have your answer. It's like some sort of a judgment if you stay or you go, but you will have your answer. I hope this helps. Can I move to the things I was scared of now, but I feel it not that way, but more like a freedom to be me? Oh, Svetlana. Not that way, but more like as a freedom. Yes. If you are calling things, because I'm feeling like a suppression of joy. And a suppression, yes, because fear of the things that are unknown, but I'm feeling like this is something within you. This is something within you. Even if it reflects something outside of you, it's within something within you that is reaching for it. That is reaching for it. So and I feel that if this is absolutely, but let's ask the spirits. Let's ask Svetlana. Creator, Svetlana wants to know if she can move to the things that she was scared of previously, but now she feels it is not that way, but more like a freedom to be her. I'm asking you also to give her a sign. Give her a sign. Give her a sign that only she will recognize and know is directly from you. And make it clear. Make it a very clear sign that she will understand in her language. Okay, the first two cards. Okay, oh my gosh. Are you ready for this? The creator sees that you have not been feeling like you've been using your energy to your optimal, your most responsible, efficiently. You've been holding yourself back. Absolutely. The Queen of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like you have been fulfilling prophecies spoken of over you, about you, but you are about to prove them wrong. I'm feeling, yes, this is you respond to the call within yourself that is authentically you, because you will be proving everybody wrong. Absolutely. I'm feeling like you're breaking out of, moving away from, farther away, step by step, breath by breath, away from the tribal mind that you were born into. And the creator is calling you. You even asking this question is an invocation, Svetlana. And you are being called out of the group mind and into your own individuality, sovereign. The individual is indivisible, okay? And the Three of Wands, absolutely, you are at the gates. You are going through expansion, rapid growth, rapid expansion, getting ready, putting on your clothes to go. So I'm feeling the answer was yes. But I'm still asking for the creator to give you an answer, to give you a clear sign. Okay, I'm going to take two more questions. Kathy Davis says, I want to be an estate salesperson. Will I be successful? Blessings, Kathy. Okay, Kathy wants to be an estates person. Estates salesperson. Will she be successful? Will Kathy be successful? I love proving people wrong. Oh, okay. Am I taking these top two? Yes, okay. Okay, so I'm seeing the world in reverse. So Kathy, I'm seeing that you're at the end of a cycle. The cycle did not end as perfectly as you would have hoped it to, but it's still an end. It's still an end. The Ace of Swords. You are definitely coming into your own sovereignty. You know, coming out of the group mind, coming into your own sovereignty. And you've gone through some unhappiness, some shattered dreams, some unhappiness, or maybe this is somebody around you too. This could be somebody around you because of the end of a cycle, But I'm feeling that you are coming into your own. Oh, I never see the rainbow behind this dragon here. I feel, the first thing I heard when I'm asking the creator this was wait and see. Wait and see. Nothing, trying on different shoes is a powerful initiation and initiative. So if you want to go into estate sales, go for it. Go for it. The more authentic you are about you and where you are will definitely determine your sales. People are not going to buy from a fake person, okay? No, I don't, you don't, so I'm sure none of us here, we can smell bullshit coming, okay? You just want the sale, you don't even give a shit about me, whatever. But when you're tapped into the authenticity, people can feel that and they will want to buy from you, okay? So that's what I'm feeling, that there's people around you that are not happy about this end of a cycle, but you're going for it. So go for it. Go for it. Go for it. Okay, one more question. For saying that. Lovely. I missed your answer to my question before. Hi, Kitty K. Individual me. Yes. And an individual is not, people think that an individual is a fragment of the whole and therefore weaker than the whole. Christ was an individual. Christ was indivisible, sovereign. The group mind cannot be sovereign. What, you're going to force the whole group to wake up? Oh, okay, now we're back to the Holocaust. Now we're back to friggin' tyranny. Like, no. You have to awaken up on your own by leaving the group. You can still be in the group. We'll always be a part of a group. We'll always be a part of a group, a family group, a workplace group, friendship group. You may live in an apartment, that kind of a group, have people all around you. I know I do. And you'll always be part of a group. The key is not losing your voice and your sovereignty in the presence of a group. The key is being in the group, but not of the group. Maintaining your sovereignty. Okay, what's coming in? Kitty Casey's, what's coming in my love life with my person KR? Oh, thank you, Svetlana. Oh, that's how I feel. Very lucky, Svetlana, to be in the midst of all you beautiful people, you beautiful souls. Okay, Creator, what's coming in the love life for Kitty K? This will be the last question. Okay, what's coming in the love life for Kitty K? With their person KR, with their person KR. Oh, am I taking these? Yes, okay. One more off the top, all right. All right, so for Kitty K, what will be coming? Okay, first card came out, justice. Some sort of a justice between you and your person, KR, Kitty K. The Page of Wands. Freedom, excitement, new adventures within your relationship. Whatever disputes you and your partner had, or you and your whoever this person is, KR, there's going to be a sense of justice, Kitty K, between you and your person, KR. A new sense of freedom between you. There's confirmation. And the Four of Wands in reverse. But I'm feeling like there's people around you that won't support this, that don't support your relationship with your partner or with this person. Or maybe you're not feeling supported by your person. Maybe that was it. Maybe they didn't support you or make you feel supported. Either way, there was going to be some justice about it. I'm feeling like whatever this lack of support is going to get opened up and talked about. It's going to be talked about. Okay, I'm not going to take any more questions. I got to get ready to go to work. Thank you guys so much. Who is it that asked the question? Rohit Kumar. Please come to my next reading. I'll be online again next week, probably same time on Thursday. Next week I will announce it and I will answer your question then. All right. I have really feeling I need to meet you in this life. Oh, right on. So good. You're very, very welcome. You're very, very welcome, Kitty K. Okay, have a great day, you guys. We'll join you again, my dear. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Thank you. Mwah. I love you guys so much. You guys are just an answer to my prayers. You are huge. Thank you so much. You guys have a beautiful day, and I'll see you guys next week. Mwah. Okay. Alrighty. Bye, you guys. Oh, my hips. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Bye.